So, in the interest of brevity, I'll try and keep to the point more than is my usual style, apparently. But I have to say a big thanks to the lesbians that participated in the discussion and question and answer sessions after my film Butch Losses was screened at the Lesbian Lives Festival. The feedback that I had, or that was the discussions that happened, have given me tons of food for thought that I'll come to and maybe express some things about over the coming days and weeks. But just a big thanks, really, to the dykes that participated. And the other thing about Lfest, which for those of you who maybe have had a chance to read the Diva article that was featured in the June issue, where I was talking about one of the things that makes or gives a potential for change in terms of my experience of living and being in the world with a disability, is the visibility and the inclusion opportunities that come about because, you know, Cindy Edwards and Lfest organisers put effort into making sure, as far as is possible, that festival was accessible to disabled lesbians or, you know, people using mobility aids of one form or another, and that it's huge. That's a big thank you to them, to Lfest and the organisers for that too, because that it made, you know, huge 100% difference really to my experience and the other disabled lesbians that were there, I'm sure. One of the things that was a utter joy to me was that I had a first experience of being in a more dance clubby DJ situation, one of the evening events of the weekend, where my friend, I don't know if it's okay to name her if this is going out, maybe it's better to ask her, but anyway, my friend who is a wheelchair user, different condition than me, but we had the experience of, which I've never had before, of I was dancing in my wheelchair with another lesbian who was dancing in hers, and the feeling and just the sense of connection. And another article I read described this, and I think it's allied to that. And the author of that article described it as intimacy access or something like that. Access, intimacy access, not sure which way around. But that feeling of really getting it and really just being the joy of being able to be in that situation and do that. Just being at a dance, you know, in your wheelchair with someone else, really, you know, or around someone else. It was wonderful. And so thank you to her for dancing there. And also, she's the disabled dyke, the Butch dyke that was joining me in the question and answer session after the film was screened. And I go back to that the only thing that will really, or one of the only things that will really make a difference to the experience of the way that we connect as lesbians, particularly with each other across the disabled, non-disabled intersection, is that if we're out there, if we can get out there and be in the locations and be in the situations and also have the conversations that we need to have. And so yeah, thanks to Lfest, that was great. And I do believe that visibility and inclusion issues are fundamental. They're not the whole story, but they're a huge part of what makes the journey with the story possible, you know. So yeah, big up to Lfest, and yeah, onward, do more. Oh, and thanks to the dykes that participated in the question and answer session. That's great. It was great feedback. Great for me to give me food for thought, and great, I think, that we had that possibility, which was a goal of mine in making the original Butch Losses film, was that there's a dialogue you can have, and I've got more to say, and I'll get back to you.